Guys, so today I want to share another story with you. Today I want to talk about Kenya Moore hair care review starts new feud with Tanya and Nene, plus exclusive inside news. Hey guys, I'm just going to get right to it because this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about what happened to last night's episode, how it led to a new feud, and what's going on about it behind the scenes. Okay, so no, well, let me set the stage. I know I told you guys that I don't like it when the anger gets too escalated, when it becomes personal. I like drama. Don't get me wrong. I don't like, no one likes to watch a boring reality TV show, which it was last night, but it's not going to stay boring. Trust and believe. I don't like watching a boring reality TV show, but I don't like it when it gets just too intense where you can't say I'm sorry. When things get to where you can't say I'm sorry anymore to fix the problem, that's too much for me. That's not my personality. I don't like to be a dirty fighter. I keep saying that. Okay, it's true. Kenya and Nene are dirty fighters. So on last night's episode, I believe it was, anyway, it got disclosed from Tanya that Kenya was wearing a wig, and Marlo made a joke out of it, threw the wig on her head and was joking around. Candy, who I'm calling the instigator. She's the instigator. No, no, no. She's the private eye, because Candy's playing both sides of the table, and I'll get to that in a minute. Went back and told Kenya what happened. Kenya's pissed. Kenya was pissed. She was tweeting, live tweeting the entire time, and these are some of the things that she was saying. She said, wigs can be worn as a protective style, not to hide your real hair because of damage. If you are serious about getting your real hair healthy and strong and long, visit Kenya Moore Hair or visit Sally Beauty Stores. Okay, so that was her defending herself for wearing a wig, which, by the way, before I say all this, it's not a big deal, people. A lot of women wear wigs, and not just black women. Women have pieces in their hair, full-on wigs, U-part wigs, which is what Kenya was wearing last night. That's like a half and half wig, which the top is real, and then you go around in a circle, that part is fake. It's not a big deal. But Kenya was so upset. I believe she said it on the show last night. She said, I have a hair care product and I don't want it to damage that in any way. In her opinion, she feels that if she says that she wears fake hair, it will damage her hair supply lines. It's products to make your hair stronger and grow longer. I don't see why she thinks that until you go to her Twitter feed. There are some comments in her Twitter feed about her hair care products. Like, I'll give you an example. One person says, does Kenya really think anyone believes her hair is all natural? This is a joke. Her beauty line is a farce. So, in a way, she was right. It only takes one spark to set off a flame. She didn't want people coming after her product like that. Now, personally, do I feel that I would have lied in the first place? No, because when people find out, this is what's going to happen. People can have a tendency to blow things out of proportion because it's really not a big deal if you wear hair pieces or fake hair, period. It's just not. But I guess Kenya just didn't want that kind of thing affecting her line. And she does sell her stuff, by the way, in Sally's Beauty Supply. So listen, but let's get to what's going on behind the scenes. So like behind the scenes, now Cynthia kind of alluded to it before. Well, first, behind the scenes, there's alliances. There's just no other way to put it. Okay, so if you got Nene, Tanya, and Marlo over here, and then this side you have Kenya, Cynthia, and Candy. Okay, so behind the scenes, Cynthia went over to, what's the new girl's name? I can't think of her name. Tanya, and kind of tried to clear her name. She said, yes, this is what happened at that cookie shop, but, I don't appreciate the way that Kenya just called you out like that. So secretly behind the scenes, Cynthia's being two-faced, trying to clear her name. Okay, so this made Tanya really upset when they brought up the whole boyfriend's cheating situation. So she's over here with Nene. So her, Nene, and Marlo have it out bad for Kenya. Marlo's going to say that she's playing the middle. This is not true, according to the rumors. According to the rumors, Marlo's all on board. Okay, so now also one of the rumors is Kenya, Candy, and Cynthia planned to call Tanya out. It wasn't something that Kenya just brought up on her own. It was planned. And Nene kind of alludes to that in her on her YouTube channel. She talks about, watch this, you guys. There's no way that these three didn't know what they were doing. So it came across on film as if Kenya was just talking too much. But according to the rumors behind the scenes, no. They wanted to stir this up. They wanted to bring this issue to the table, including Cynthia. But then she is secretly going behind people's back, allegedly clearing her name, saying, I don't agree with what she did, or as far as the hair thing, it was wrong of Marlo to put it on her head. And then she'll go to Marlo like, oh my God, you guys didn't know Kenya wore wigs? She's secretly being two-faced behind the scenes. Now with Candy. Candy is the one that's on film relaying the messages back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so according to the rumors behind the scenes, this is an extremely hostile environment, and it's going to get worse. When Nene starts talking about Kenya's husband and getting all involved in that, Marlo and Tanya are in on it too. Okay, does this make sense, you guys? What's going on is the cast has broke up in teams, and it looks like Portia's trying to play the middle, but she's preferring Team Nene. Okay, this is a mess. This is a mess. This is what I'm talking about here. It's turned into a hostile environment. You got sides. Kenya is furious with Tanya, and this is a new feud. Tanya equally doesn't like Kenya. Now, all this over wig. No, all this over them trying to beef up their storyline. I don't know why, if you believe this rumor, Tanya, I don't know why Candy and Cynthia and Kenya would even come for her marriage in the first place. Rumors is it's to beef up a storyline. That's just a tricky subject. And especially when you are in Kenya's boat, which is her own marriage isn't going good. So what's going on here? Why are we starting these wars, unnecessary wars for no reason? I guess because at the end of the day, it was Nene and Kenya going at it. But now she decides to go after Tanya. It's insane, people. It's insane. It's a hostile environment behind the scenes. The emotions that you guys see coming out, it's going to get worse and worse throughout the season, are real. And there are alliances. And Cynthia's being two-faced with her alliance. It's crazy. It's really crazy. I guess, now this is me. I'm thinking Cynthia is Team Kenya, but she doesn't really want to take a stance. But you know what? At the end of the day, this is so emotional for Kenya. I don't think she's going to even confront Cynthia about playing both sides. Now, she knows what's going on about Kenya playing both sides. How does she know? Because the other side is telling her. And you'll see as it comes out, as the story progresses. This is insane. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you today, the most important thing is Kenya and Tanya are not exaggerating, and this turns into a huge feud behind the scenes, and it's going to get dragged out onto camera. And last night's, or 2 episodes ago, when Kenya revealed that Tanya's husband was unfaithful, that was planned. It was totally planned. It wasn't a surprise. But if you guys look at Candy, how she sits there, she'll act like, oh my God. No, I think she actually said, I don't know why Kenya would say that, but it was planned, okay? According to the rumors, it was planned. You knew she was going to say that. Candy's being fake. These women are playing a tit-for-tat game for absolutely no reason. That's the part I don't like about the Housewives of Atlanta. When people plot behind the scenes, just like I didn't like it for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, go after people's jobs, go after people's reputations. For me, that's when it gets childish. Like, come on. Let's just bicker over something that really doesn't make any sense. But these women are coming for people's business, okay? They're calling out Kenya. Oh, look, her hair is fake. She's a liar. I don't like it when you go after people's man. Tanya's husband is cheating on her. What? Now you're getting personal. What is going on? When you go after people's reputation, it just gets out of hand. And I feel like the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they don't know when to stop. They let things get out of hand. And maybe they're doing it for the ratings, but it goes past ratings and it becomes personal. It's insane. People, and they've been doing this for years, by the way. They put plots to throw each other under the bus. And so this is the newest plot that's going on. So there it is. There's a lot to kind of dissolve. There's a lot to think about, and there's a lot to talk about in the comments section. So number one, who believes the rumors that behind the scenes there are definitely alliances? Number two, who really believes that behind the scenes they plot to throw people under the bus, like the whole Tanya thing? Who thinks that Kandi, Cynthia, and Kenya really did truly devise a plan to call out Tanya in her relationship? I know she's not married yet, but she refers to him as husband and wifey. So, I know I said a couple times husband, but they're not married yet, but she plans on marrying him. Who believes that they really did that? They actually plotted to throw her relationship under the bus. Who believes that? And just also, too, what's your whole opinion on what's going on, these rumors going on behind the scenes? Like, do you believe it? Do you not believe it? Let's talk about it. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.